Good morning and welcome to our show.
Good morning, Edmund. Thank you for inviting me.
How are you doing so far?
Doing excellent.
Would you mind to give me a specific thing that you really love in our country?
Okay. Firstly, the nature of the people here. They're beautiful, kind people that are really very friendly.
David, please let me hear, or would you mind to tell me more about CRJ?
Certainly. CRJ Capital Partners was formed in 1995. Well, actually, it wasn't called CRJ Capital Partners then. It was called RADA Capital. Then by 2000, the name changed from RADA Capital to CRJ Securities. And then we made the decision to change it to CRJ Capital Partners around about 9 years ago. So all in all, we've been around since 1995. The very core, management core and executive core of CRJ comprises of extremely highly motivated professionals, all of which are stakeholders, because that's what I personally believe in. I believe the best performance you can obtain from any individual is when they are a stakeholder. And a stakeholder meaning that they manage the projects, they manage the transactions, and they are truly partners or associate partners in the ventures and in the business. We've got an office in Malaysia now, and we are about to open up an office here in Manila, which is very exciting for us. We currently have, and this is definitive, assets under control or under management, not under control, but under management, $45 billion.
All right.
We expect to increase that within the next 6 months by another 20, so 65. And by the middle of 2025, we're hoping to reach $100 billion worth of assets under management. The world is changing, and the method for procuring funding for projects are also changing alongside it, and hence our innovative method. But our innovative method does not preclude conventionality. It's combining what is conventional with what is cutting edge. And that's the only way you can succeed in the next stage or economical stage that the world's going to go through. The world's going through a very seeable and foreseeable change. There is definite changes in the economic powers as to who will control the economic positions around the world, and we have to account for that. We have to be cognizant of that fact. And we've put measures or measurements in place and mechanisms in place to be able to ally ourselves, or align ourselves more so, align ourselves with what is required for the next stage, for the next 10 years, for example, 10, 15 years. And that's innovative methodologies of funding major projects. And I'm talking major projects from infrastructure, utilities, things like that any economy requires for it to flourish. The one thing that's making me feel very positive about the Philippines now is His Excellency, the President, Mr. Marcos. He's young, he's vibrant, he's intelligent. He knows exactly the requirements and what is needed to bring this economy back to a very, very strong level.
CRJ has a definite goal, like, for example, you're just going to invest on this kind of project, or it's anything that can benefit the company or country.
Okay. Let's make one thing clear. CRJ provides the bridge.
All right.
Between the government requirements or the country requirements, not necessarily government, let's call it country requirements, okay? For infrastructure, utilities, manufacturing, processing, mining, the whole bit. We provide the bridge. We provide the securitization. Then we go into the monetization, and then sourcing active investors. We underwrite the active investors' risks. So in and this is a key point here when you talk about the Philippines or any of the surrounding countries, or even any country other than the G7, or G20. most active investors want to have their capital guaranteed. They don't want to lose their money. There's been too many disasters. Okay, I don't want to go into naming countries because it's wrong to
it's
do
okay.
so.
Definitely.
Wrong to do so, but you know, the rule of law is very important. Protecting foreign investments is very, very important. I do not subscribe to the notion where the government has to guarantee an investment. I believe an investment, if it's good enough, it can stand up on its own 2 feet. It does not need the government to guarantee. And plus, with the current geo-economic and position, most governments are not going to be able to guarantee anything because whatever borrowings they had, paying 2-3% interest rate, it's going to skyrocket to 6, 7, 8%. That's not going to leave any room for governments to give guarantees. And it's also going to affect the country rating, short, medium, and long term of many countries, not just the Philippines.
Still, anything that still want you to do in regards to what CRJ vision and mission?
Okay, we just want to keep doing what we're doing. Okay, none of us are getting younger, so we just well, you can see that by the way. We just keep doing what we're doing, and hopefully, and that the world will recognize that this methodology or this method of bridging the assets with the funding, with the social aspect of required for economies and societies is the way to go in the future. It has to start somewhere, okay? And we've started it, and we've been successful, and we'll be more successful. And we are, we're no longer, because of the plan that we've put in place with the various regions and the various regions being coordinated by the respective directors of the regions. We're actually, we amazingly enough, we're well received pretty much everywhere we go.
Leave a message to our country, to our Filipino people from the CRJ.
Firstly, be proud of being Filipino. It's very, very important. You're a wonderful, wonderful group of people, and you should be very, very proud. Proud of who you are, proud of what you've become, and what you will achieve. And everything has a sacrifice, and that's true. But at the end of the sacrifice, there is great benefits personally for you as well as the country.
David, it's an honor for you to have in this segment. Thank you so much. And I'd like to take the opportunity in behalf of the Filipino people and from Our Excellency, the President of the Republic of the Philippines, Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. Thank you for choosing the country. Thank you for choosing Philippines. And hope to see you more.
Definitely.
A lot of days here in the country. Again, thank you, everyone. This is your host, EDMUND Santiago. And I would like to thank also Studio 88 Digital Media Production for powering this segment. Before finish the segment, again, thank you. And we're going to pause for a break.